Voters from Yuma to Douglas will start getting their ballots in the mail later this week. This debate covering a wide range of issues, from the war in Gaza to partisanship in Washington to school vouchers to protecting our water. But we start tonight where the debate did, with ICE and immigration. This wash on Speedway in Midtown is a homeless encampment. The city of Tucson estimates that more than 1,600 people are living on the streets here. We're in Midtown near Speedway and Tucson, following one of PCSD's domestic violence task force units. Over the last couple of days, they've knocked on 35 doors, trying to arrest domestic violence suspects in our community. And in many of those cases, when they do make those arrests, those suspects aren't going to jail. Rather, they're going directly in front of a judge. We start tonight with the very latest on a mass shooting on the campus of Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. The first reports coming in of that shooting around 2:30 this afternoon, Arizona time. That's when campus police alerted students, faculty, and staff to an active shooter on campus. Tonight, we can confirm 2 people are dead, 9 others are hurt. Sean, this is that federal lawsuit that was filed this afternoon by Senator Kelly. It is more than 40 pages. Family members of the victims quite emotional, some in tears, as they came face to face for the first time inside that courtroom with the man accused of killing their loved ones. Safety for the voters at vote centers across the valley. They have several more hours to cast ballots, and safety for election workers inside the building behind me. You remember 4 years ago, armed protesters showed up outside the Phoenix Elections Department here demanding to stop the count. Moments ago, I learned from her spokesman that the governor plans to sign the bill tomorrow afternoon around 12:30 here at the state capitol. Visitors have been coming here to Saguaro National Park throughout the day, anxious to get their week started with a hike, maybe a tour. They've been met with a sign outside the visitor center here that says closed on Monday. The park ranger I spoke with got his first job with the National Park Service almost 50 years ago. Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva is back home this weekend, just days after getting sworn into Congress to represent Arizona's 7th congressional district, that same seat held by her late father for more than 2 decades.
So we had no prior knowledge of this, that this was going to happen.
Pedro Gutierrez says his father owns the business where ICE agents served a warrant Wednesday.
In one of the rooms that they vacated and, searched for, and that's where the warrant was laid out for us, but it wasn't served to anybody physically.
Gutierrez didn't want to show his face on camera. He says his family has owned this trucking business on Miracle Mile for 20 years. Gutierrez says they have dozens of employees.
They're all here legally.
In a statement to News 4 Tucson, a DHS spokeswoman says, quote, ICE Homeland Security Investigation special agents are executing a federal search warrant near Flowing Wells and Miracle Mile related to cabotage violations and unlawful labor practices. This is an ongoing investigation. Cabotage means the transport of goods or people between 2 places in the same country by a carrier that's registered in a different country. Pima County Supervisor Jennifer Allen showed up on the scene wanting to see that federal warrant. She says agents told her it was sealed and her team would have to get it from the U.S. Attorney's Office. Allen says she's worried this is just the beginning of these federal operations in this community.
This is not what justice looks like. This is not what safe communities look like. These are local businesses. There's workers. They are families. We're very concerned that this is the second of many to come.
It's a little scary, these ICE raids and, what these people have been doing lately. To me, it seems very unlawful for one, and they're really striking fear into, people, good people, innocent people.
And I reached out to ICE today to see if there were any arrests made here in connection with this operation this morning. We have yet to hear back tonight. We're live on the west side near Miracle Mile. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson. Missing a part of their core, the Catalina United Methodist Church Choir sang for one of their own. Abigail Juganaro is used to having her friend Juan right behind her on Sundays.
When I know the reason why he's not behind me in choir, I can't. The reason why right now, I can't take that. The kindness and the loving energy that he always has and always proclaims, It gives me goosebumps just to think about all of his amazing qualities.
Lots of friends and community members stood outside St. Joseph's Hospital, holding candles and holding their friend, and constant source of positivity and affection in their hearts. Juan and Joanne Marks met at an event, and they struck up a conversation, and that was it.
I made an instant connection with him, and every time I would see him singing at whatever event it was, I would wait in the back, and he would come down, and I'd give him a big hug, and he'd give me a big hug. He was very loving, and a person that I think never forgot. You know, if somebody showed love to him, he showed love back.
And it's that love the many Tucsonans here are sending to Juan as he continues his fight. Juganaro sang at this gathering, but she says she doesn't know if she can go back to church yet.
Right now I've been doing a lot of sighing and crying, and my breath is not strong enough. I feel shaky. I don't have my foundation behind me, so the choir will go on though.